As a father, you do have to look at the results. You do have to look at the product, of how your kids behave, how they handle authority, how they handle successes and failures and that sort of thing. But the means determine the ends. But you use the ends to evaluate the means.
No question. I asked my high school coach about 5 years ago, who had retired, are kids different now than they were when I was growing up? He said, no, parents are different. He said, parents are not as disciplined with their kids. They're expecting someone else, in a lot of cases, to discipline their kids. Self-evaluation is one of the more difficult things I think we do in our life. Trying to admit that there's some faults that we have that we need to fix is a hard thing to do, because we're admitting that we're not where we need to be. I see with parents, and especially young parents, admitting that their children have some faults is a very, very difficult thing to do. And being a minister's hard, coaching's hard. They're really important things in our lives. Nothing is harder than being a good parent. And I've seen what I felt like were really good parents with troubled children. I've seen some parents that I thought didn't do anything right, and the kids were doing well. And so there's not just a model that says you got to say this and you got to do this, and he has to look this way and he has to look this way, and she does this, and Sally and I have raised 4 of them. So we understand that the decisions and challenges that you have with your children are the hardest that you make in your life, I think. And there's no question that whether we like it or not, the proof's in the pudding. Because when you watch them and you see them, you're either proud of them or you've got some areas that you wish you would do better. And at some point, the children are accountable too. I mean, you can only get them to a point, and if the values are there and the character's there and they know what is right, then it's their responsibility to make the right decisions.